on to bring you this important message.
Yo, it's Remember the Show. Slick with the flows, where the sparring can go. Who's gonna be on, man, you never will know. Guess you better tune in, cause we live from Chicago. Belal Muhammad, that's the king of the tweets. Jason Anik looks like John, step his hands to his feet. Every Thursday, we gon' give you a treat. It's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat. And retweet, and retweet, and retweet. And retweet, it's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat.
All smiles today. Episode 130, Remember the Show. Those of you join us live, we appreciate that you remembered the show today. I'm Jason Anik, joined by the UFC welterweight title challenger, Belal Muhammad. Dana White officially announced today what we've all known, that Belal Muhammad will face Leon Edwards for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship, UFC 304, main event, July 27th, Manchester, England, Co-op Live, 23,500 large, main event. Let's go, bully. I got so much more to say, but let me just pull back because I'm all over the place. My deepest congratulations, my brother. Much love. Earned it, deserved it. So much love for you, brother. Congratulations.
Man, thank you, brothers. Honestly, it's still to the point where like you just don't believe it until you see it. And then like you see the post and you're getting all the messages and you're getting all the calls. And bro, I was like training and we were like in the middle of a training practice and like practice was done with and I'm like dead tired and Lou comes up with the camera in my face. It's like, not now, Lou. And he's like, bro, you heard what Dana said? And I was like, huh? And he's like, when he said it, I was like, bro, if I was in a room full of all the Dagestani killers, I would have probably started crying.
Right? Dude, well, you know, that's a really interesting point, right? Because you ain't in your backyard, right? You're live from Newark, New Jersey right now, right? So you're in that camp. But that's an interesting way to find that out. But it did seem like it's interesting to hear you talk about the emotion because you've known it. You said on our show a couple weeks ago that you've had a date and known a date. So what made it different, that official announcement for you?
You know, just when you're hearing it from Dana's mouth, obviously, you know, they've told us since that last fight with Gilbert, like, all right, well, you're going to get the winner of these guys. But it was nothing's ever, you know, in stone until I see a contract, until I see a poster. And then finally now seeing the poster, seeing it coming out of his mouth on Instagram, because I've been waiting for that announcement, right? You're waiting for Dana, and whenever he goes live, like, oh, I hope it's now, I hope it's now, I hope it's now. And for him to finally do it, it was like kind of like surreal, because even like me and Jerry were just talking about it earlier. Like we were just talking about our old times when we were sitting in our apartment and we don't have no TV. We don't have no TV stand. The TV's on the floor, and we're just talking. And everybody always dreams of being the champion and fighting for the belt, but you know, there's a long way to get there and a long path to get there. And for me, my road has been so long and so hard, and to finally have it right here in front of me, where I was like, bro, I'm knocking on the door. This could happen or that could happen or anything could change at a moment's notice. But to finally get it cemented in contract in front of me, man, it's literally, it's like a blessing, right? It's like like I said, you want to see, like I was sitting there like tearing up in my room because you're thinking about everything you've gone through to get to this point, but then still knowing that we still got to get this belt. Like nothing's that doesn't mean anything now. You know, the congratulations, everything's amazing, but I still got to go out there and beat this clown in his hometown and take his gold.
Oh, yeah, you handling your business. That's a whole different conversation. But it is interesting because I feel like maybe, and I do consider you a close friend of mine, I feel like I did consider it a formality. Not because I had knowledge that that ticket was punched, but just because I believed Dana was going to hold true to his word, no matter whether other noise was out there. And I'm glad that he is. Yeah, K Swift, we see you. Let's fucking go. Fudge and go. Zayman Hussein, see you. We see it all. All the love for Belal Muhammad. But it's a special day. You know, it's interesting, man. 1 year and 10 days ago, you beat Gilbert Burns. So nice to have a date 375 days later. And it's coming quick. And also nice to turn around and see Islam Makhachev in the building when you find out that news, huh? Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Because when you, like I said, we all get in there, we're all training, and they're all like already talking to me about it. But like to see them all like happy for me, right? They're all like, "Hey, you got to do this, this, and this," and just to be in that room with these guys and to have like my brothers, right? You have Nacho and Lou with me, who've been with me since the beginning. We had so many camps and training together so like to have them right next to my side. It was an amazing thing because we've all worked to get here. It wasn't just like me by myself. I know the people and everybody around me who sacrificed to help me every single camp, every single training session I have, and to know that they really want to see me win. Like there's guys that will, they'll smile at you, they'll be happy for you, but like they don't really care whether you win or lose. Like the guys that are with me, they want to see me win. When one of us lose, we all lose. When one of us win, we all win. And like to have my brothers with me, it was amazing.
I love it. Ignacio Bahamondes there training with you boys. He's looking strong, not looking so thin anymore, Nacho, but having him there and Lou, obviously, and just to see your natural reaction. Like good for Lou Taylor, always running film to get that on camera because that is a special moment. And it is interesting too. What do we got, Cody?
This is Jared posted this earlier of us at our old apartment in Wisconsin.
I love it. I love it. So, dude, I got so many things to say, and it's like I don't, we get in the pre-show, and it's like I don't even want to look at Belal because I want to save it all for the show. But I guess what can you tell us, if anything, about what like the last few weeks have been like for you, sort of, because you certainly didn't find out today on Instagram that you were fighting for the belt in Manchester. So, what, if anything, can you tell us maybe that you couldn't tell us until it was announced?
Yeah, I think just a couple of weeks ago, it was just Ali saying, "Oh, it's a done deal." And we're still training for it, but I'm like, when is it going to be announced? When is it going to be announced? When is it going to be announced? And then also I didn't know it was going to be main event. I was assuming the heavyweights would be ahead of us, but to see
not
it
for the interim strap, Mr. Muhammad,
like this, it was cool. And like you said, just the whole scenario of what we did. It was Luke caught it when we're leaving the gym, we're practicing, we're training, and you're not even thinking about it. Then he goes, "Hey, you see what Dana did?" And I was like, "Bro, doesn't he usually announce stuff at night?" But yeah, then if he would have never even said anything, I would have went back to my phone. I would have had like 20 missed calls and like 50 text messages. I'd be like, "Bro, what does everybody want from me right now?" But
dude.
yeah, I think it just like worked out perfectly. And people always like ask, right? They're like, people are even now are like still like, "Oh man, all of this for what to lose and yada yada yada." But the haters are going to be the haters, but when I have the real supporters like Ferial and the ones that are on Twitter and to the Belal Mafia and all those guys, the true ones, the true fans, those are the ones that it means the world to, because those are the people I fight for. Those are the ones that want to see me be victorious. Those are the ones I'm going to be sweating for in the gym, training for every day hard. And you put your body through a lot in camps.
Right.
And training with these guys, it's hard. It's not easy trying to get into work with Islam, who's the best pound fighter in the world right now. And I'm training with him, and it was like, there's a different motivation now that I know it's fully announced. Now I'm like, we just finished practice. I was like, bro, let's go again. Just because you get more hyped.
So where's Khabib?
He gets here tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. You got some good news. So, hey, Khabib, you hear the news about me yesterday?
That's what you get. The level's gonna be turned up tomorrow. I'm just waiting for it. All the guys are just like, "Oh, Habib comes tomorrow, so it's gonna be a lot harder."
Yeah, good. And you're ready for that. And it's interesting, right? Because it feels like you've been in a never-ending camp, doesn't it? To some extent, right? So really nice to have almost like an end in sight to your never-ending camp. No?
Yeah, 100%. Because there's no off season, right? There's no, all right, let's just wait until we get a fight, because once you take your foot off the gas, your you start losing skills. You start losing the love of the sport. But for me to have guys like Nacho, who was in camp, and I want to see him win, so I'm in camp with him the whole time, and I'm trying to learn and get better every single time. It keeps me motivated to see them, and then to see them get their dreams. Same way Lou was with me, where he's sitting there watching me trying to achieve my dreams, waiting for his shot. Then all of a sudden he gets a shot. Now finally we got our shot, we got our team, and everybody's in the right moment, right? They all know what they need to do. They all know what we need to do, because I've been studying this guy for 2 years now. Now I've been thinking about this fight for a whole full year, and it's just going to be a different level that I'm going to bring to this cage, a different level that we're going to bring to Manchester. And then when I walk through and I make it look easy, there's really nothing people are going to say. There's really nothing that people can say or do. Their next excuse is going to be like, Leon should have never given him all that time. Leon should have never let him get that much better. Because I do think we're going to walk through him. And after I win this belt, I'm just going to cement myself as one of the best welterweights to ever do it.
I love it. It'll be nice to see the division moving forward. And Cody, I like this here. He loves your nickname and your character. You can be sure. And that's the thing too, right? It's like whether this belt is attained or not, your character, man. I've learned a lot more from you as a person in terms of the fight game. That's a separate conversation, bro. So let's talk about the belly of the beast, Manchester, England. All right, yeah, we're gonna go to England. Right, we're gonna go into Leon's. Dude, I'm so fired up. I love. Give me everything against you, right? No, it's not in Chicago. Not in Chicago, right? With Belal. Nope, it's in Manchester, England. I love it. All the potential adversity. So 23,500 in this co-op live, which is a new venue, bro.
That's gonna be historic, right? That's for my story, for the way that we've gone. We've never had an easy route. We never had any easy plays or, all right, well, let me get a layup. There's no layups. So for this one to be the not even the storybook ending, the way that we achieve it in his hometown, right there on his home soil, we take it from his 23,000 fans that are gonna be sitting there watching. I have my 150 family members that are gonna be front row with me too, but
Let's
go.
They're
gonna travel with us. We're gonna be deep over there, but yeah, it's just going to be an epic way to make the story happen. Like I always say, God's plan is the best plan. And when I think about all the ups and downs and all the what ifs or the what could have been, it's like he put me right here at this moment to fight and be the main event in Manchester, England, and take it this way, right? I didn't need to do it at 300. I'd rather do it on his home soil and take it from him there.
100%. Did you say 150?
We got a lot of people that are going to be flying from Chicago out here.
I love it. How many of those folks are like, man, bully, it's not in Vegas. We're going international. I got to get a pass for it, right? That's all right. That's all right. We're going to clean it up with all that championship coin, right, bully?
Yeah. My boy Warren, he's like, I got to get my daughter a passport. And then it made my boy Mike's like, if he's going to take his kids, I got to take my kids. So now all these kids are getting passports, right? I'm helping the younger community see the new world. Yeah.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Flash Gordon's in the building. It's a celebration day. Remember the show. What's up, Flash?
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, man?
Yo, what up, brother?
I'm all right.
I just put the shades on because you got me excited, but the beard looks good, man. How you feeling, man? You're excited for your best friend, aren't you?
What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, a long time coming, right? I mean, and there's no one else in MMA across every organization that deserves a title fight more than Belal. So I don't know what else to say besides time is now and everything. Belal posted it today, God's timing, right? And it's the truth. You think you know when the right time is, but you don't, because he always has a better plan. You think that you know, but we're so stupid and so little that we can't even begin to conjure the things that a higher power can do for us. And like, it couldn't be better than this because of how it's all happened. And even the first fight with Leon and Belal, this is all a setup for this moment. And like, if Belal won that fight that day, who knows what would have happened now? Maybe he would have fought again and lost, and then that would have been it, right? So he lost that, or no contest, whatever it was, eye poke. They move on, win streak, and now number 2, you win. Number 3, you win. You defend it against someone else. Then you sail into the sunset, right?
Exactly. It's perfect. But it isn't, when you hear it out of Dana's mouth, right? 13 fight unbeaten streak for Leon, 10 fight unbeaten streak for Belal. It's like, no further questions.
That's it. It's the bottom line. And it's so funny because, like, you see even the people that, for whatever reason, hate Belal so much, they're like, man, finally, he really deserves it, And that's how there's no question. And this is his time. And that's it. Like, my fucking dog. What a pain in my ass. Go inside.
So Belal's got like 150 people going to Manchester, England. He might as well say 152 because I'm coming. Flash is coming. So it's going to get a lot larger number in your section, Belal.
Oh, yeah, I mean, deep down there.
For sure. I'm going to win this fight June 22nd. Come home. Deal with my wife for a couple days. And then I'm going to fly out to Chicago and help Belal prepare for those last, whatever it is, 3-4 weeks before we fly to Manchester.
I love it. So given that the fights are like 3 a.m., Belal, I mean, have you thought about, I mean, yeah, you probably have your flight booked, but I mean, like, are probably not changing your time zone much, sort of staying on this time zone, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about it as like a team, and it's like there's no point of really going out there to get acclimated early. Beforehand, we were like, we should go down there early to get acclimated, but it's like pointless because it's gonna be like an American time zone. So it's probably gonna be just the normal fight week type stuff.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey,
Look who invited the duck to the party. What's up? Ian Parker, ladies and gentlemen. We want to congratulate your boy, I assume.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just wanted to come on here and just bless you guys. No, listen, Belal, I just wanted to tell you this way on your platform how happy I am for you. Genuinely, you are one of the most deserved people for this opportunity. Way overdue. They made you wait too long. I'm glad the UFC came to their senses. And the fact that you're getting the main event, not the co-main event, just speaks just that much more of an opportunity for you. I know you'll make the most of it. I think they screwed up, though, having you go to England to do this in his backyard, because when you beat him, you know, they better, Jared, you better hide this guy and get him out of the country as soon as possible, you know. But honestly, man, I just want to tell you I'm so happy for you. This is awesome, so well-deserved. And I know you're going to do the thing. So I just want to tell you like this.
thank you, my brother. Appreciate you so much.
You got it. And Jason, I love the hair, bro. You look good.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, it's longer gone. TJ DeSantis says longer gone, so we shaved it off. You know, my daughters, I picked them up at school today, and you can be sure, like, a little bit of like legitimately wanted to know if it was Dad or Uncle John. Like, for real. But Belal, I have to say, when I hear Ian talk about the main event, I've been focused on this as your friend, like so much like business, that I don't care. I haven't even been concerned about the main event. Like, oh yeah, you're on the poster. I don't care. Co-main event, main event. It's all about sort of the opportunity to compete for the belt, and everything else just hasn't even mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? So like the main event component, yeah, that was nice to hear today. And I'm sure that's nice for you too. But you know what I'm saying, man? Like, it's like, I haven't even thought about any of that stuff.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even really thinking about it either, but like an hour after it was like announced, Jamal Hill like FaceTimed me too, and he's like, "Bro, we're from like the south side of Chicago. Like now you're going to be England headlining a main event. I headlined 300, but like we're not meant to be doing these type of things. So it was like huge, and it was cool to get like people, like you said, the respect from your peers, the respect from people that really want to see you do well. And it was yeah, man, it's going to be an amazing time.
I agree. Jason, I agree with what you're saying. When we've been trying to promote this for Belal, when he's coming up the ranks, you're right. Sometimes you just think about the title shot. But, and honestly, and there's no disrespect, I thought they were going to have Aspinall as a heavyweight be the main event, you know? But the fact that you get to do it, I just think it makes it that much more special. Look, it's a title shot. You deserve it, you know? And I can't help Jared without his shirt on. He's like, he's your virtual bodyguard right now. I don't know whether to be afraid or to, you know, just kind of like put on a sweatshirt or something. But
training.
I'm just busting your chest.
Flash, it is amazing though. Like when you say June 22nd, I'd like to get your thoughts on your fight, but you know, it's like you had surgery, right? It's like time goes by so fast, but it's like you blink. I just remember you being like in surgery, you know?
Yeah. I just fought MSG. A month later, I had wrist surgery, and I've already been training full time for like over 3 months. So
amazing.
Time just, and it's like in that whole time also, I bought a house, I moved in, I did so much different things, and it's like it just goes and goes and goes. And I don't know, I think the only thing that makes sense for anyone is to just be grateful, because if you're not grateful, you can never appreciate anything at any time, and then you're just always going to want more and more, and you can never just appreciate what you have. And I think that's the most important thing we can do as humans. And I mean, I don't even know what to say, man. Belal fighting for a title. I mean, dude, I just posted a video. Me and Belal were roommates for a while, and when we were training at Roof of Sport in Milwaukee, we lived in this apartment that was disgusting. It was a 2-bedroom dirt. It was $700 a month for 2 bedrooms. We didn't even have a TV stand. Yeah, there it is. It was so dirty. Anytime you came in there was just training gear, plates of empty food, just like disgusting apartment. And now Belal's fighting for a title. I think he owns multiple homes. I own multiple homes. We've come so far from like having literally nothing. And you were just saying, right? Like how Jamal Hill said we shouldn't be doing these types of things. It's incredible what having faith, working hard, and just persevering through the hard times will bring you. And so many people get so close and then they quit. And someone like Belal, he's never quit no matter what's happened. And I've seen him go through tragedies, deaths, his father's business got burned down, family tragedies, losses, wins, injuries, and he's never faltered. And here he is fighting, going to win a title. And that's all it is, man. It's just being grateful and appreciating what you have and having faith and working hard, right? And that's like the American dream.
I love it.
He went deep. He went deep there.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I tend to, trust you where you feel it most,
So Jared, June 22nd, Saudi Arabia, yes?
Yes, sir.
So when are you heading over there?
So I leave tomorrow for Dubai.
Wow.
I learned from my close buddy here, Belal, that going out there to acclimate is 100% important, because you think that, I'm going to get there 10 days early or 2 weeks before. And, I got there last time I was there with Belal training with all those guys for his Sean Brady fight. I got there 3 weeks before the fight. I barely slept the whole time.
Really? Even
It takes
3 weeks?
so long to acclimate to the time change. You think, I'm feeling good, and then you go to sleep that night and you can't sleep, or you wake up at 3 a.m. and you're up for hours. And when you're trying to train 2-3 times a day and you're in a calorie deficit, you're trying to lose weight, you just can't catch up with your recovery. So getting there, Belal got there, I think you said 5 weeks, right, ahead of time?
Yeah.
So I'm going to Dubai 4 weeks ahead of time. Then fight week, I'll fly to Saudi, which is like an hour or so difference. But I'll be acclimated, obviously. And, I don't want to give any advantages to my opponent. I know he trains in Morocco. I believe that's where he's training right now. And, I remember Khabib screaming in the corner with Belal, "He's jet-lagged! He's jet-lagged!" He was literally screaming that Sean Brady was jet-lagged.
That's funny.
He's tired. He's tired. He's jet lagged. And then, Belal did what he did. It's just as we go through these fight week after fight week and fight camp after fight camp, we just learn and learn. And, it might cost me a lot of money, but I want every advantage I can get. And that's what I saw Belal do. And I learned from him, and I know it's going to pay off.
Speaking of every advantage, where's Chef Larios right now, Bully?
He's actually going to go out to Japan with Sergio Pettis, who's fighting, I think, June 7th. And then he's going to come down to Chicago probably like second or third week of June. So,
all right. How the second week, Ian? Okay. Third week of June.
At your house?
Yeah. And the pool will be open, dude.
Why are you laughing? It's all in the family. What's wrong?
It's going to be fun, man. It's like any other fight week, fight camp, Belal, Ian, Lou, all the, it's crazy, man.
Belal, are you going to, I'm afraid to ask. I mean, are you going to be at International Fight Week or what?
No.
I'm afraid to ask.
No way.
4 weeks out.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, probably
Don't
not.
do it.
Yeah, probably be right in the middle of this.
You say probably not, and Cody just put in the chat and took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, to promote it though. You don't think they want Belal Muhammad front row in International Fight Week? I'm just saying. I mean, obviously you're gonna be focused on what you need to do for yourself, Bully. But I was just curious, selfishly.
If I get free tickets to the fight, who knows?
Free tickets to the fight. Can you give the future welterweight champion tickets to the bout?
You got to call out Connor.
But I just told Belal that, I'm not going to go to International Fight Week. I'll come to Chicago and help you train. So he better not be going.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I can't. You stay in Chicago and I'm already in Vegas.
All
Dude,
right,
just keep
boys.
cool, I'll be there.
You gentlemen have anything else before we let you out of here? We appreciate the love for your boy.
That's it, man.
I just, Belal, happy for you, bro. Do the thing. Don't go to International Fight Week. Make sure you're home for Jared, because that'd be really messed up that he came all the way there and you were not there. And pumped to watch it, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
It down. So thanks, guys.
Later, bro.
Later, buddy. Appreciate it. Peace, man. Good luck, Flash. There he is. Get back to it's funny. It looks like, what does it say? Relax behind you. It looks like LAX. What is it? Relax. You got behind you in Newark.
Yeah, it says relax.
How is it funny? Go ahead.
This place is really nice. It's literally like 5 floors. The Airbnb we have, and like Lou's on one floor, I'm on one floor, and like Nacho's on one floor.
Wow.
So like whenever we want to talk to each other, like, Nacho, what are you doing? Nothing, just chilling. Because it's been storming over here the whole time. So there really hasn't been nothing to do or go out. And we're, like I said, we're next to the boardwalk on like Seaside, and it's like a ghost town because it's not the season. They said wait till 3 weeks. 3 weeks is gonna be crazy. I was like, all right, we're gonna be gone by then.
Cool. Isn't it funny though? So you're in Newark, right?
Yeah.
It's just so funny, man. So that's where you fought Gilbert. That's where you are finding out this news. It's like you got Frankie Edgar's son coming up to you, telling you, right?
Yeah,
did you say that on the show, or was that before the show? I can't even keep
crazy
track.
story. Yeah, no, yeah. But yeah, just thinking about it, I beat Gilbert here. Then, right when I got into the gym, Frank Edgar came in with his kids, and his son came up to me. He's like, "Oh, I thought you said New Jersey sucks." I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry. That was a long time ago, man."
I keep sort of putting salt in that wound. What else do I want to ask you? I guess we'll move on, to 304. But just to put a bow on this, bro, like it has been a foregone conclusion in my mind to such an extent that maybe today didn't hit me right away, but as the day has gone on, it's starting to hit me more and more. And so I do think it was a significant day for you, even though we knew what was coming. But let's go. Edward Durst Muhammad in the belly of the beast. Can't wait. Congratulations, bro. Let's fudging go. All right. So the co-main event that evening, Aspinall Blades, thrilled that Aspinall gets to run this one back, and I will say, before even last November, I said about Jones Stipe, probably on this show, like I don't care. It felt like a retirement fight for both of them. Like the Jones Cyril Gane fight didn't do that much for me. So I'm so much more interested in Tom Aspinall's career than I am Jones Stipe. Like it just doesn't interest me. So to me, this Aspinall Blades thing feels like the heavyweight championship of the world, even though it's only, I believe, the second time. I think Renan Barão is the only other person to defend an interim belt. You know what I mean? But anyway, I thought Cyril Gane might get that spot or that chance, but I think there were some moving parts there. But good for Curtis Blades. Talk to me a little bit about the co-main event, which you probably won't be watching that night.
It's crazy because I was literally in London the first time they fought each other. Like I was over there promoting the Abu Dhabi card, so they flew me out for like
I remember
2 days. Yeah, I was there for like 2 days, and then that happened with that fight. The crowd energy was nuts, and then all of a sudden he gets injured. So for them to be on the same card as me again, like I said, everything comes around full circle. It's funny. Yep. But it's cool because Curtis Blades is another hometown boy from Chicago. So to have 2 guys from Chicago going out there ready to take the belts is going to be awesome. And I think Curtis Blades is another guy who's been waiting for so long to get his shot as well. And killing everybody, and for him to finish him, it was huge. And obviously we all know Aspinall is a killer. And yeah, I'm excited to see that one. I think this card is going to be huge, especially in a new arena. The whole card's stacked.
Nice picture that you and Aspinall took together at UFC 300. That definitely felt like a premonition at the time. Let's see. It's like as I want to move forward the rest of this card, what I really want to do is be like, yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah, motherfuckers. Sorry about the language, Belal. My kids are in the other room. My daughter tried to come in here a minute ago. I think she was asking me to get her a passport or something, maybe to go to Manchester. Because you're talking about oh, I love it, man. Dude, I mean, come on, man. If Warren's bringing his daughters, that puts some pressure on me, man. I got to bring my whole family. You can be sure my wife wants to come. All right.
Bro, I've been looking at the houses out there. I'm looking at castles to rent.
Bro,
get around full castles for like a day. And I was like, bro, I may just do it just for 1 or 2 days.
Dude, why not? Yeah, because if you're not necessarily going to acclimate, which makes sense. But I just want to talk about a couple of these other fights as much as I want to just talk about yours. So UFC 304, Arnold Allen, Giga Chikadze. Yes, please. That'll work.
Man. Yeah,
right?
that's going to be a banger too. Both these guys, all they do is strike. So I think that's going to be a fun one. Giga's been out for a little bit, and, Arnold needs a rebound. So I think both those guys are going to bring the action.
Dude, I love it. Muhammad Mokaev versus Manel Kopp, obviously. And I have a feeling we're going to see Paddy Pimblett on this card. A lot of people calling him out, but he is.
Bobby Green.
Bobby Green, King Green. We got this guy, King Green. Dude, I love it, man. That's some heat. Moicano wanted that matchup. A little disappointed for my boy Hanato, but hey, I like that. King Green, Paddy. Everybody wants a piece of Paddy, man. I don't know why necessarily.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he got hype, and that, especially being in England, the fans are going to be behind him. And I think a guy like Bobby Green's, he's going to bring that action. And I think that's it's not a bad matchup for Paddy, who likes to bank. But Bobby Green's so fast. He's showing that, he hasn't taken a step off the gas. Even beating Jim Miller the way he beat Jim Miller was huge, and he looked great in that fight. So I think for Paddy, you got to come out here. You got to be grappling heavy, and hope that you take it to the ground.
Took the words out of my mouth, and I'm one of those in the camp of I actually believe in Pimblett's mixed martial arts overall skill set more than others. But man, we could talk all night about that, but it's a good card. Molly McCann's on that card, which should be fun, but dude, it's going to be really fun to be the main event on that card, an international pay-per-view. And it's not, there's a lot of moving parts with the UFC. We're going to Perth. There's a lot of, there's rumblings of Spain. Like there's a lot of moving parts. The international is a big part of this game. And dude, what a great one to headline, bro.
Yeah. I mean, and for my people, the people that in America, they're going to be able to watch it in our time zone, right? That's going to be a good part. And, my family's going to be able to sit there and watch it live. And just to have, like you said, to have my name cemented on this pay-per-view, my family name. My dad called me right away, and, he's crying and it's tearing up, and it's bigger than just like a fight, right? For me, it was just like, not selfish, but it was like, bro, I need this for me. I need this for me. I need this but like when you start getting all these calls from family members and brothers, and I know my sisters and everybody, like we've all been waiting for this day. We've all been waiting for this moment. And for all of us, it's a sense of relief because now we know we finally got it.
Just want to take that in for a minute. Well said. Just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. All right. So we're going to move it forward on Remember the Show. We're going to get to the green screen. Give me a little Bullies Bix, if you don't mind. Should be Bullies Bix, brought to you by Young LA, right? Shout out Young LA. Just freshness everywhere, Dude, Giordani, shout out Giordani, Young LA. I'm sure he's chirping. He's going to be in Manchester.
Yeah, he FaceTimed me right away. He's like, bro, we're coming. And it's funny because, he got Islam signed to the team. So Islam got his whole good squad rocking it. And I was like, bro, they all love it. They're all like, bro, the clothes is so good. And dude, we never wear sponsored clothes because they never wear it because it's never nice. But they're like, bro, we love the Young LA stuff. It's so nice.
Dude, all of it is incredible. Shout out Giordani. Everyone over there. All right. Bullies Bix. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man, and sorry to the viewers. I can't. I'd rather just sit here and be like, bro, like, let's go. All right, Bullies Bix, UFC Fight Night, Saturday night main card, 7 p.m. Eastern. I love these early East Coast, dude. Like for us, man, a little bit, not as much for you. These things end at 12 midnight, 12:30, but we like these 7 o'clock Eastern main cards. Hopefully, the last one in the Apex for a while, though. All right. Just 2 picks for you. Co-main event, main event. Co-main event, Chaos Williams, -125. I saw it recently versus Carlston Harris. So Chaos Williams, 5-2 in the UFC. Like sneaky better than you think. His 2 losses, a split to Randy Brown and a unanimous decision loss to Michelle Pereira. Not bad, right? Handled everybody else. So same line there, right? So he last fought when you last fought, Bully, in Newark, May 6th, 2023. That was a split decision win over Rolando Bedoya for Chaos Williams. Been a while for him, I guess, right? Just like you. So his opponent, Carlston Harris. So he's 4-1 in the UFC, 36 years old. And for me, right, I hate to admit this, but I'm going to do it. So he's never been on a pay-per-view. It's all been like fight nights and UFC on ESPN. So like this dude not even really on my radar, if I'm being honest. Like, there's a lot of fighters on this roster, and this was a guy who I probably haven't seen fight much, even though he's 4-1 in the UFC. Just talks about the depth of the organization, right? This guy wins over Impa Kasankanai. That was a first-round finish. Beat Jared Gordon. Gordon missed weight that night, still beat him. So a couple good wins, 4-1 in the UFC. Last time he fought, August 5th, Nashville, Tennessee. Finished Jeremiah Wells via Anaconda choke. I like the co-main event, Bully B. Who do you got this week?
Yeah, I was in Nashville for that fight. We were cornering Nacho, and Carlson.
Right.
He put Jeremiah Wells to sleep with a nasty Darce choke. He's, I was watching. Oh, another shout out to Ramiz. Brahimaz making his comeback after 2 years off. But Ramiz was supposed to fight him once, so I was watching tape on him a while ago for Ramiz. So yeah, he's long, he's lengthy. He got pretty good jiu-jitsu, but man, Chaos just has that power just to put you to sleep, right? He has that one punch power, and when he first came in, he was putting all these guys out cold. I don't know why he had this long layoff. I don't know if he had injuries or anything like that, but I think when he first came in, he was knocking everybody out, so he had a lot of hype. Then he lost, so he slowed down a little bit, lost the momentum, and I think now he's learning that you can't just knock everybody out. I think he's realizing, all right, I got to slow pace it, be smarter with my striking. I think he trains with Buckley now, and especially with Buckley's momentum, it'll help him raises, high tides raise all ships. So maybe it's going to help him and his team do better, fight smarter. So I'm picking Chaos here. I like Chaos to win this one. I think he just has better striking.
Yeah, I hear you. Speaking of Buckley, nice that we're not sitting here talking about that. Much more important things to talk about. Everyone talking about that noise. We don't need to. I love my boy Joaquin Buckley, but we don't need to talk about any of that post-fight interview nonsense anymore. Moving forward, main event of the evening, Edson Barboza, Lerone Murphy, number 12 versus number 14 in the featherweight division. So Barboza slight dog here, plus 130, Murphy minus 155. So Edson Barboza turned 38 in January. Dude, the names of the guys that he's fought, it's just comedy. Like, go look up the names of all the guys that Barboza's fought. It's just ridiculous, And then he's got almost like Jose Aldo have sort of a resurgence. So last 2 fights, 2 wins, Billy Q, Sadiq Youssef. Most recently, that was unanimous decision, 5-round fight of the night. I'm sure you remember it vividly, Belal. That was back in October last year. Lerone Murphy, 32-year-old, never lost, 13-0-1 as a pro. So he had a draw in his first UFC fight and since won 5 straight. Certainly a big step up in level, competition, whatever, here against Junior Barboza. And I think it's time for Lerone Murphy, similar to way Olberg needed to sort of step up last weekend, I think, against better competition in Mennefield. So Lerone Murphy fought twice in 2023, both in London. He was born in Manchester. So a quick finish for Lerone Murphy might put him on the, on this card 304. He probably wouldn't mind getting on that. But anyway, main event, close on paper. Who do you got, Bully B?
Yeah, bro, when you look at Barboza, everybody he's fought, it's nuts. And he put it out earlier where he's like, I need to be, I'm the real BMF. I should be in a BMF fight.
Yes.
And when you think about that resume, It's crazy. And I think now more recently, they've been trying to give him like not these up and comers, but these younger guys to see if they can make a name off him, right? Let's see where Billy Q's at. Let's see where Sadiq Youssef's at. And Sadiq looked good that last fight. He had him rocked early. He almost finished him. Barboza's a dog, though. 5 rounds is going to be huge in this fight right here for Leron, who's never been in a 5-round fight. For Barboza, he could do it. He could push it. And I think it's going to be a striking match. I don't think Leron's going to be able to take him down, because Barboza's a hard guy to take down, and he's fought so many great wrestlers. But do you think he could pull it off one more time, right? Does he have another one? Does the old dog have another fight in him? And especially now that he's starting to realize and start calling out these bigger names, and a lot of these guys are back now, and there's going to be some openings, right? There's going to be some bigger names that he could fight if he gets this win right here. That would be a 3-fight winning streak. So I think Barboza's going to be motivated here, and I think he just has – I think it's going to be a striking match, and I think it's going to be Barboza beating him on the feet. Honestly, I think he's going to be able to pick him apart, or Murphy will get tired later in the 4th or 5th round, and Barboza will take over, because we've seen him get beat up before and come back, and I think he can do it here.
I like it. Belal Muhammad, main event, going with the dog. So are you going to be doing Bully's picks with this? A lot of people stealing your thunder, man, with picks and circles, right? You've been doing that for years. You've been doing that. Like, come on,
Yeah. But yeah, bro, some of these comments, shout out to my boy Jeremiah, bro. Jeremy, you're the man, brother. Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
Fadial, yeah. Ramiz, shout out to Ramiz. Bro, 2 years off. He's had people are wondering why he was taking these 2 years off, but he had like a crazy neck injury that he thought he wouldn't be able to fight no more. And to see him back, I talked to him earlier today. He's motivated. He's hyped up. And yeah, man, I can't wait to watch him fight again. I think he's going to dominate this one. I know that his opponent, people are, he has a crazy story, good story. But yeah, I'm going to go with Ramiz for this one. I think he's just going to have a better ground game than him.
I like it. Sorry I didn't bring up your boy Ramiz, right?
No, you're good. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna be a biased pick anyway, but skill wise, I think it's a good pick anyway. And also, bro, this kid, the Themba kid was like, it was UFC 300, and I took a picture of Jamal Hill before and put on my story like, yo, shout out to my boy Jamal, and he like commented on my story, and I don't even like follow him, but it was like, he's a champion, you're not, and I was like, trying to get a response out of me. I was like, bro, who the heck is this loser? And I saw it was him, and I was like, bro, I thought this kid's supposed to be a nice guy, but I think he's trying to create a character or create like drama where he starts like talking trash to these guys. But I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, what do you have? One fight in the UFC? Like,
come on.
Yeah, I was like, look at this guy. It was like so random. But when I saw him fighting Ramiz, I told Ramiz, bro, you got to finish him for me. He said, brother, don't worry, I will.
Yeah, no, there we go. See, now we got some juice. I like it. Now I got a little rooting interest. So, I guess just to circle back, because I really wanted to, so like, it seems like it does feel a little bit different for you today, even though, whether it's the contract being in hand or whatever it is, whether, there have been different steps along this process where you probably had different confidences, right? Certain, a text message from Dana at certain points where you're like, oh, it's a lock. And then probably certain times where you're alone in the sauna, just like, what the fudge, right? So today does seem to feel different for you.
Yeah, of course. It's a sense of relief. It's like a certainty now. Before it was like, yeah, I got this, I got that, and I believe it and I trust it. But there's always, and that in the back of your head, like, no, this could happen or that could happen, or maybe this guy could win and they could give it to this guy. There's always that in the back of your head and mine. And like I said, we've been through a lot. So, and I'm very paranoid because I think of like, wait, what if this guy wins? This guy could get it. And like I said, having the team around me, the people around me, like Lou literally tells me that, bro, just chill out, relax. It's gonna happen. It's meant to happen. It's meant to happen. It's gonna, just believe in it. Put the positiveness into the air, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come back to you. Stop stressing over it, because I was getting to the point where I was getting anxious every day, waking up, waiting for it, and you have those days where you're annoyed, but then you realize, just based off everything that's going on in this world right now, how sometimes you need to be more grateful for life, for the life you have, regardless of what the opportunities I have, just life, right? To have a roof over your head, to have food, to have running water any moment. With the people in Palestine and everything that they're going through, for myself, you get embarrassed because the stuff that you get mad over, right? Oh man, when is this title fight gonna come? Like, shut up! Like, that's what you're crying about. Right? There's people that don't know if they're gonna be dead tomorrow, and it just makes you open your eyes a little bit more. And for me now, now I know I have something bigger to fight for. Now I know it's for a dream bigger than mine, for my people to see it, for them to get a victory, for them to have a champion, for them to have their flag raised. And this moment's going to be cemented in history for them and for me and for all of us, because I know I'm going to win this belt. I know I'm going to walk out with that belt, and my people are going to get a championship. My people are going to get their hand raised as well. And if it just puts a smile on a couple of their faces just to make them forget about what they're going through, that's a blessing in its own. And that's the opportunity that I have. That's the platform that I have. And, I'm not going to take it for granted.
I love it. Congratulations. I love it. And I will say, this has nothing to do with Remember the Show, but when we started Remember the Show, September 2020, John wanted to sort of pair me up with a fighter who he thought would show up every day, who he thought had a great chance to become a champion, but also someone who was a little bit under the radar. And Belal Muhammad was unranked back in the day, certainly unranked no more. Congratulations, man. Like, deepest congrats, man. You deserve this on so many levels. And like we said at the beginning of the program, don't get any of this twisted. This ain't a celebration, okay? We'll celebrate on July 27th and 28th and 29th and 30th. We're not celebrating nothing now. We just punching the ticket today to the big game, if you will.
My brother, he's in the barn, baby.
Cody Merrow at the helm. We appreciate you as always. For Belal, remember the name Muhammad. My name is Jason Anik. We'll see you all next Thursday, probably Punch your ticket. Get your passports ready. July 27th, Manchester, England. Co-op live. 23,500 people will be in the building. Remember the name. We're out. Later.
Let's go.